The words of the New Testament have captivated readers for centuries. Believers and scholars alike have long been fascinated by the origins of these sacred texts. Where did these writings come from? How do we know they are accurate representations of the original words of the apostles? The journey to uncover the most reliable versions of the New Testament is a fascinating tale of ancient manuscripts, dedicated scribes, and meticulous scholarship. The New Testament was originally written in Koine Greek, the common language of the Eastern Mediterranean, in the 1st century. Over time, these writings were copied and recopied by hand, leading to variations in the text. Some of these variations were minor, such as spelling differences, while others involved entire words, phrases, or even verses. The quest to recover the original wording of the New Testament has been a central concern of biblical scholarship for centuries. This pursuit involves carefully examining and comparing thousands of ancient manuscripts to identify the most reliable readings. Among the various text types that emerged over time, the Alexandrian text stands out as particularly significant. Named after the Egyptian city of Alexandria, a major center of early Christian scholarship, this text type is characterized by its antiquity and its tendency to reflect a more concise and literal approach to the text. Scholars believe that the Alexandrian text represents an earlier and more pristine form of the New Testament text. This belief is based on several factors, including the age and geographical distribution of the manuscripts that support it. Two of the most important witnesses to the Alexandrian text are Codex Sinaiticus and Codex Vaticanus, both dating back to the 4th century AD. These ancient manuscripts are invaluable for understanding the early history of the Christian Bible and its textual traditions. Codex Sinaiticus, discovered in the monastery of St. Catherine at Mount Sinai, contains the earliest complete copy of the New Testament, along with a significant portion of the Old Testament in Greek. This manuscript is a treasure trove for scholars, offering insights into the textual variations and the transmission of biblical texts over centuries. Codex Vaticanus, housed in the Vatican Library, is another invaluable treasure. It's one of the oldest and most complete manuscripts of the Greek Bible, providing a critical resource for biblical scholarship. The precision and care with which it was copied make it a cornerstone for textual criticism. While it lacks a few books of the New Testament, such as the Pastoral Epistles and the Book of Revelation, it provides crucial evidence for the early form of the text. The gaps in Codex Vaticanus highlight the challenges faced by early scribes and the complex history of biblical transmission. These two codices, along with other early manuscripts, provide a vital glimpse into the New Testament as it existed in the centuries before the rise of the Byzantine text. By comparing these texts, scholars can trace the development of the biblical canon and better understand the theological and historical context of early Christianity. The study of Codex Sinaiticus and Codex Vaticanus continues to be a dynamic field, shedding light on the origins and evolution of one of the world's most influential texts. Section 5, the Byzantine text, a later tradition. In contrast to the Alexandrian text, the Byzantine text, also known as the majority text, emerged later in church history. This text type gained prominence in the Eastern Roman Empire, also known as Byzantium, and became the dominant form of the New Testament in the Greek-speaking world for centuries. The Byzantine text is characterized by its smoother and more harmonized readings. While it preserves the essential message of the New Testament, it often incorporates later additions or alterations to the text. These differences highlight the dynamic nature of textual transmission and the importance of careful scholarship in distinguishing between earlier and later readings. Section 6. Textual criticism. Weighing the evidence. The task of determining the most likely original wording of the New Testament falls under the discipline of textual criticism. This is a specialized field that requires a deep understanding of ancient languages, history, and the context in which these texts were written. This field involves a meticulous process of comparing and evaluating variant readings in different manuscripts. Textual critics must be incredibly detail-oriented, as even the smallest difference in wording can significantly impact the interpretation of a passage. Textual critics consider a wide range of factors, including the age, provenance, and quality of manuscripts. They also look at the historical context in which the manuscripts were produced, as well as the scribal habits of those who copied the text. Additionally, the internal consistency of the text is scrutinized. This means that critics look for coherence within the text itself, ensuring that the narrative flows logically and consistently. The goal of textual criticism is not to rewrite the Bible, but to recover the most accurate representation of the original text. This involves sifting through thousands of manuscripts, some of which may contain errors or intentional alterations. By carefully weighing the evidence, textual critics strive to sift through the variations and arrive at the readings that are most likely to reflect the words of the New Testament authors. This painstaking work helps to ensure that modern readers have access to a text that is as close as possible to the original writings, preserving the integrity and authenticity of these ancient documents. Section 7. The critical text, a scholarly endeavor. Based on centuries of textual criticism, scholars have developed what is known as the critical text. This edition of the Greek New Testament represents the culmination of extensive research and analysis of thousands of manuscripts. The critical text is not a single manuscript, but a scholarly reconstruction of the text based on the weight of the manuscript evidence. The critical text is widely regarded as the most reliable representation of the original wording of the New Testament. It forms the basis for most modern translations of the Bible and is an indispensable tool for biblical scholars seeking to understand the nuances of the Greek text. Section 8. The impact of the critical text on modern translations. The development of the critical text has had a profound impact on modern Bible translations. This text, meticulously compiled by scholars over many years, represents a synthesis of the best available manuscript evidence. Translations such as the New Revised Standard Version, the New International Version, and the English Standard Version all rely heavily on the critical text as their primary source. These translations aim to provide readers with a text that is as close as possible to the original writing. By utilizing the insights of textual criticism and the best available manuscript evidence, scholars can identify and correct errors that may have crept into the text over centuries of transmission. These translations strive to present the message of the New Testament with greater accuracy and clarity. They aim to reflect the original intent of the authors more faithfully. The influence of the critical text is evident in the footnotes and textual notes found in many modern Bibles. These notes provide readers with valuable information about the textual variants and the reasons behind certain translation choices. These footnotes often highlight significant variant readings and their implications for understanding the text. They offer insights into how different manuscripts may present slightly different versions of the same passage, helping readers to appreciate the complexity and depth of the biblical text. Section 9. The value of textual criticism for understanding the New Testament. Textual criticism plays a crucial role in helping us understand the New Testament in its historical context. By tracing the development of the text over time, we gain insights into the ways in which early Christians interpreted and transmitted their sacred writings. Furthermore, textual criticism helps us appreciate the dynamic interplay between faith and scholarship in the preservation of the biblical text. The dedication of scribes throughout history, who meticulously copied and preserved these texts, testifies to the enduring power of the New Testament message. Section 10. The ongoing search for truth. The quest to recover the original wording of the New Testament is an ongoing endeavor. New discoveries, such as the recent find of a papyrus fragment containing portions of the Gospel of Mark, continue to shed light on the early transmission of the text. The field of textual criticism is constantly evolving as scholars develop new methods and technologies for analyzing manuscripts. The pursuit of the most accurate and reliable New Testament text is a testament to the enduring power of these ancient words and our desire to understand them more fully. Section 11. Conclusion, a testament to faith and scholarship. The journey to uncover the secrets of the Greek New Testament manuscripts is a testament to both faith and scholarship. The meticulous work of textual critics, combined with the enduring power of the New Testament message, has resulted in a deeper understanding of these sacred texts. By engaging with the complexities of textual criticism, we gain a greater appreciation for the challenges and rewards of biblical scholarship. The ongoing quest to recover the original wording of the New Testament is a reminder that the search for truth is an ongoing journey, one that enriches our understanding of the Bible and its message for the world.